Hello, I'm Miranda. The State Department confirms 4 Americans died in an earthquake in Nepal over the weekend. Officials say more than 4,000 people are dead and the toll continues to rise. International rescue teams have arrived in Nepal. Thousands of people were injured when the magnitude 7.9 quake struck the capital. Another 17 people were killed when an avalanche struck Mount Everest Base Camp in the Himalayas.
Everything was gone. All our tents were gone, and then people were pushed. Like the guy who stood in front of me was now 30 feet over there, and we're missing one person that we don't know if she's alive or dead.
Officials say this earthquake is the worst disaster in Nepal since 1934. That's when 8,500 people were killed. Thousands of people are fleeing the country. Baltimore police say they've received credible death threats from local gangs. This comes after this weekend's protest over the death of a black man while in police custody. You can see right here thousands taking to the streets demanding answers, and the death of 25-year-old Freddie Gray, who suffered a spinal injury while in police custody. 34 people were arrested. 6 police officers were also injured during these protests. On Capitol Hill today, Vice President Joe Biden swears in Loretta Lynch as the country's next Attorney General.
First and foremost, I have to thank the President for his faith in me and asking me to lead the department that I love to even greater heights.
Lynch is the first African-American female to hold the job as the head of the Justice Department. In Colorado, the trial for the man accused of shooting up a movie theater begins today. James Holmes' defense team argues that he was insane when he opened fire in a suburban Denver movie theater 3 years ago. A dozen people died, 70 others were hurt. Mental health experts will weigh in on Holmes' defense. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty in this case. Prosecutors also want the death penalty for convicted Boston bomber Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. The penalty phase of his trial continues today. In opening statements, the defense describes Tsarnaev as a slacker who was following his brother's orders. Tsarnaev was already convicted on 30 charges. Before you take a bite out of your wallet for that new Apple Watch, you'll want to see this. A guy who spends his time posting videos of himself torturing technology got a hold of the sports model version of the Apple Watch and he put it to the test. First drop, no big deal, but it was all over when he drops it a second time. The face of it completely smashed. While most expensive versions of the Apple Watch have the sapphire glass, as you can see, this one does not. That was your latest Newsmax Now update.